Welcome back to Limbus Company, Daily Mirror Dungeon. Today, I'm just doing a finger run, you know? We got double ring, double middle. We'll see how it goes. There's decent odds we get, like, another finger next season, maybe? I don't know. It's just kind of like the pattern so far, right? We got, like, season 3 we got middle, season 4 we got ring, maybe we'll get another season, or another finger this season. Who knows? But yeah, so we're just gonna be going, we're going, like, full bleed. We could just get smoking wires immediately, which sounds pretty funny, so we'll do it. Because full bleed is what the fingers want. Most fingers are going to bleed. Like, when you get thumb, it's probably going to be bleed. The only one that isn't bleed, as far as we know, is index, because index would be tremor, if anything. We know that. We don't know for sure if they actually would, but, like, they're not very bleedy in Ruina, right? And Pinky look like they'd be very bleedy, though, so I don't know. I guess also ring isn't, like, going to be exclusively bleed. Pointillist ring people are bleed, but the rest of the rings can be, like, various different status effects, right? Because we're gonna get, like, Thalvis and the Q-Visps and stuff, right? Which are all each gonna be, like, a different status effect focus. And we'll get, like, the Maestros, which will benefit from having all of them, right? I mean, like, proper benefit. Like, the pointless ring IDs we have are only, like, semi-benefiting, right? Like, they inflict some of each status effect, but they really just want a lot of status effects on enemy, but mostly want bleed, because that's what they inflict the most, right? That sort of thing. It seems like a fun idea for a faction, one that really just benefits with, like, a little bit of everything. No clue how well it'll work, though, right? Some status effects just innately do not work if you do not have a team building around them. Like, stuff like Tremor, stuff like Burn, Tremor, and, like, kind of Bleed can work without, like, building entirely around them. But, like, Singing and Rupture go down every time they get hit by anything, so it really doesn't work if you're not focusing on them, right? So it can be weird. Yeah, also, only one way to go until the next season, right? Like, that's insane to think. Hope we can get this cool. Like, only a day to go. That's crazy. I really don't know what else to say. Like, I've just been like, it doesn't feel real yet, right? I don't know. I'm so hyped, though. It's gonna be good. It'll be peak, I'm sure. I'm excited for the new units. Saying Merso being Poise Rupture, I was actually wondering if he was going to be Poise Rupture. I thought it was like a real possibility. Merso's gotten a couple of semi-Rupture IDs, but nothing that's like super good, you know. He got Dead Rabbits, he's got like Warp. I mean, as far as like the non-Yisung Warp IDs, Merso's like probably one of the better ones for Rupture, simply because like his skill 2 is like a 3-coin Gloom that has some Rupture potency infliction. It can work really well, especially with E.G.O gifts, but isn't actually very good, right? Most of the Warp IDs aren't very good for Rupture, even if the ones that do have a little bit of potency just have like a little bit on like their skill 3 or something, right? I don't know, but yeah. Nice to see Merso getting a proper Rupture ID. I think he'll potentially be decent, right? If nothing else, his skill 2 might be a good way of setting up Rupture. It sounds like it will be, since it's, Rupture count infliction on the 3rd coin of a skill. It feels like it'll probably be, like, a decent, like, amount of Rupture count, but at the cost of, like, bursting our Rupture count on the target, which means it's pretty good if, like, he gets a good speed value, he goes first. Although it'll have the big issue of you need a certain speed range in order to actually inflict the Rupture count. It's, like, speed-based to some degree. It's like you need to be, this high speed. Which means turn 1 especially, it's just completely a roll, so... No clue how effective he's actually going to be for that. I don't know. I like Rupture. I'm probably going to be running Rupture for the next Canto. Just see how it goes, right? Because we've got Lantern Dawn. I'm at least going to run Rupture for the first part, right? And then whenever I run for the second and third part, it depends on what new units we get. And I'm probably gonna have like Talisman Sinclair support passive, and therefore I'm just gonna bench Zwei Sinclair or Zwei West Sinclair as soon as I get him. But and not bench, I guess just like shelf him entirely. He's not even gonna be a bench warmer. But it's because he's not gonna be anything like specifically new, right? Like he'll be fun to mess around with a little bit because he's gonna be like a weaker Zwei West Ishmael, but at the upside of also getting Blubber Bubble. So he could be funny, but I don't think we need to actually test him in like the main story stuff, right? I'm not too concerned. I can go like for a mostly Rupture team. Who knows, maybe I'll try Devi at Rodion. It'll be chain battles, so like it's not the worst idea. Maybe you'll get like a 7 like person team. So that way Devi at Rodion can like flee, someone else can take her place, and then if someone dies we can get her back immediately. I'm not sure if all the Dooms were having only a 7 person chain battle though. I could be. I think it could be a funny strategy to try this, so I might try it. We shall see. Also looking forward to a bunch of like random things we're gonna be getting. Okay, Winclair ++, nice. Like we're probably not gonna be getting any egos for the first part. That's how it's been like for the past 2 seasons, right? Like you don't get any egos from the first 20 levels, which is all you get from the first week of the update. But you do get to see all the egos rank, right? You get to see like what's Zayn, what's Teth, so on and so forth. Which also is really cool to see. Oh, you need to clash still. Sure, you do that. But yeah, so that'll be nice. I've got like vague guesses on like what each of them is, but like nothing like for certain, right? Because like obviously, I think both Yearning Mercallas are going to be Vovs. I think that's a very safe guess, right? Like not really like a crazy guess or anything like that. Like yeah, of course they are. It's what they did for Binds, and they're probably doing it again here. But the other one, there's a bit of variety in what there could be. I think it's possible like one of the lassos is a Zayn, probably Hong Luz if anything. And like Faust's is like probably a I don't know. It'd be really unfortunate if it was a he and I got doomed into obscurity because Fluid Sack moment. So I don't know, maybe, I guess Faust could also be Zayn. They're both the sinners with like the AoE default egos and neither of them have any alternate Zayn still because of that reason, so like, a decent replacement could be cool. It's not like either like both representation emitter are good to have, but, and illusion, they're good to have, but like they're not like necessary in any regards. Like their effects aren't that powerful or anything. Like they can be nice. Because like obviously like representation emitter, healing SP can be super good to have, especially because it's completely different resources from Fluid Sack. And Land of Illusion, pretty solid because it's like it fully recovers SP, but you know 5 Gloom for that is a little bit rough in this economy. But, you know, 15 SP healed on hit means it's usually positive SP because you clash when you get the 10, you lose 15, then you gain 15 afterwards, right? Just adds up. Pretty funny. No luck there. I should have gone for the costs because it's a shop coming up, but oh well. What are we doing here? I'm gonna re-roll this, actually. There's some decent things there, but I like to gamble. And, I mean, I can just go for Rusted Muzzle so we can get the fusion gift guaranteed, sure. Could have also just gone for the other Kanto, the first Kanto 2 floor pack instead of this one for that purpose, but oh well. That's fine. Merso skill change. That's funny, but he's probably the one person who I really do not care enough about getting a skill change on. Otis skill change. I could. I like gambling, though. Maybe I shouldn't be gambling. Like, Yisung skill change, that's what I want. Do I do more skill 2s? I think I do, because it's the funny one. If I can get commemorative coin, that would be really funny. Let's do a... No, not Starlight Refresh. Although I should try some Starlight Refresh a little more frequently, right? They are a very powerful tool when you have a stupid amount of Starlight, and I sure do have a stupid amount of Starlight. So it could be something worth trying out a bit. Let's see, we can grab... Prejudice, that's a form of healing. I mean, so that's nice. It's kind of important to have at least one of those. Oh, Gossipia! Wow. Oh, I'll fight it. Why not? Might as well. Tangled Bundle doesn't actually do very much for us, but it is a bleed E.G.O gift, and therefore we get it out of the pool by getting it, so I mean, I'll take it. But we'll get White Gossipium here, which is of course the main thing. Unclashable, and I think we just gotta accept that, right? Yeah. Because these two, the ring guys have guards, and the middle guys have counters, so yeah, no evasion stuff, which is fine. Are you being targeted by anything else? No, you can't actually redirect anything, that's unfortunate. Yeah. We're gonna need to accept being hit a little bit here. Merso, I guess? Yeah, sure, that'll work. And Sanguine Pointillism is gonna do, like, nothing because, you know, point 2 lost, yeah. Our Cinnafinnies really aren't great for this boss, you know, it's point 2 to loss, it's point 5 to Gluttony. It can be a little rough. It doesn't have a lot of HP, and we should be able to stack a lot of bleed, though, so I'm not too concerned. It doesn't have, like, a lot of coins, but, I mean, you don't need a lot of coins if we're inflicting so much bleed. You should still die out without too much of a hassle. And you're also weak to Wrath, so Sanguine Painting does a lot, jeez. Yeah. That's pretty nice. Yeah, Hematic Coloring is better for us here, because, you know, it's not the less skill. It's also probably more damage than the skill 2, but, I don't know, the skill 2 is really funny. Destroy the body here, nice. And get the kill, cool. Nice little E.G.O gifts. Gossipium's good to have. I like to upgrade it sooner rather than later, so we can upgrade it at the start of floor 3 now. And Tangled Bundle, I mean, it's more damage with, like, bleed units. It's one of those very nothing E.G.O gifts. It's one of those, like, filler ones, I'd say. But that's fine. Not all E.G.O gifts needs to be, like, super good, right? I think it's good that there's a bit of filler stuff. It puts a little bit more challenge in it, simply because, like, there's always the chance that you don't get super stupidly broken stuff. I don't know, it's still really easy to get stupidly good broken stuff, but I also do a full Starlight Tree, so it's gonna happen, right? Such is the nature of Mirror Dungeon. Okay. And this guy dies, cool. Same with Pointillism Gaming. Kinda did this run just because I felt like using Ringsang. Because I haven't used him in like a while. I don't use him too frequently. He's strong, he's funny. What more is there to say? These guys are, you know, pierce resistant, so they're resisting our attacks. Oh no, what a shame. Anyways. I missed the button. There we go, cool. Yeah, I mean, they do resist the damage pretty well, thanks to their pierce resistance, all things considered. But that's fine, the bleed means, you may resist the attack, but you're in a very bad situation now, so you do you. Sanguine Pointillism moment. Oh, this guy's got the Mark of Vengeance, not that it does anything for us here. It only actually impacts the middle IDs. And even then, like, not like the biggest deal, but that's fine. And there we go, cool. Like, what, you gotta have another random, like, a risky encounter? Yeah, cool. That's fine, and then of course we're gonna have to fight one of the cyborgs. Clippity Cloppity means it won't be too bad, and of course Hurtleap means, you know, we'll just have to sit around and do nothing for a while. As Hurtley normally is, right? Okay, your skill 3 is going on here. These guys are neutral to blunt, so I mean, they're taking some damage. We don't have any slash attacks in this entire team. Right, middle guys are very solidly blunted, ring guys are really solidly pierce. Not a lot of middle ground. This guy just died though, cool. And that guy dies too, so that's cool. Yeah, I mean, they're mostly dying. It's really not that big of a threat. Like, I don't know why I'm commenting over these in particular, like, they might actually do something, because it is, like, J-Corp miners. Like, they're literally just called slaves. They really don't do much of anything. Hate to say it, but, it is very much just kind of true, right? Okay. And inspect the artwork, paint a little, like, on their forehead, and kill them in the process. As you do. Inspection, failing grade, or something. Got 'em. Boot it all, sure. Could be worse. Oh damn, that's interesting. Boodle's one of the E.G.O gifts that, like, I still don't find very good usually ever. Usually in Mirrodon, especially if an enemy's below a third HP, like, it means they're going to die anyways, because you've probably stacked up enough of whatever you're doing that they're just going to instantly combust, right? Okay. You might have been able to hear Gregor barking in the background. Gregor? Come here! Gregor. He's too busy. He's looking out the window. He sees something and I've got no clue what. Alright, back to it. No clue what I was saying, but, probably wasn't saying much of anything noteworthy. You can out coloring you, and then I'll just sanguine pointils you for the bit, sure. Well, I'll do a little damage. Yeah, this fight's, it's cyborgs. You guys all know how it is at this point, yeah. Like, there's not really a lot unique that can be said about this fight that hasn't been said, like, so many times already, because, like, yeah. It's long. It's not super mechanically interesting. Because it's, you know, like, it's an early game fight that's long, right? That sort of thing. So it's not long for, like, it's not long for, like, a good design reason, right? That's what I'm saying, I think. Probably. I don't know. It's also really not a big deal. Do a bit of that, do a bit of that, sure. That'll work. We'll just do more damage to them, might as well, right? Stack more bleed on them so that they bleed out very easily. Yeah, that's for sure. Their odds of survival are low, and we're all stacking a decent bit of bleed on that Hurley himself, so that's nice. It always throws me off how Ring Otis's skill 3 isn't her Wrath skill. Is there skill 3 that has her, like, actively, like, use red paint on her target? So I always think her skill 3 is the Wrath one, but no, it's the Gluttony one, and her skill 2 is the Wrath one. Very, very minor thing to, you know, take note of, but something I take note of nonetheless. You can do a normal amount of damage to you, potentially. Sounds delightful. 77 bleed 5 count. We'll make sure to get that bleed count up a little bit, though. Yeah, like, we clashed twice against these guys, and they're already down to 1 HP. And since, you know, they're using attacks with at least 2 coins, yeah, they're going to bleed out. I think at this point, like, they're gonna have low enough HP that, like, 1 clash is all you need, right? Sanguine Poison, though, does a lot. Cool. Gaming. Paint over, you know, the 3 coin skill 1. Very, very strong, that's for sure. And then a little bit more bleed. Just for good luck, right? You heal up, yeah, but we can... Do you love City Living? No. Proceed. Skip. No. Proceed. Skip. No. Skip. Proceed. Cool. Yeah, now we can just kill you brutally and get away with it. As you do, right? Do something like that and that should be good. We're probably doing more than we need to against the minions, because like I said before, clash them once and they die, you know, 99 bleed, 60 HP. Not really looking too great for them, but I mean, also, like, I think every one of these guys, yeah, we clashed that guy 3 times, and you're just solid 300 damage from that alone. We don't even need ringsang funny damage, but, I mean, we'll still take it. And there we go, cool. Not too bad, honestly. Sometimes you gotta complain for the sake of complaining. And then we can take... I'll take a random E.G.O gift, sure. Helterfly, yeah. We've gotten some random stuff. We could try doing some fusion shenanigans. Emotional Repression's not bad. We'll try it. It would be funny to get Santata, given how you, like, never see Santata. He's only on Wrath Weak floor and Poise normal floor. Oh, there's Santata, cool. We actually did get to see him. Now, he's super weak to the ring. That's for sure. But that's funny. Oh, we don't want the fusion gift, that's right. I was going for the fusion gift. I kind of completely forgot that, like, fusion gift does not help us whatsoever here. That's fine. We can fuse... I think Rusted Knife was a reward here, so I guess we can fuse for Respite? Sure. It's not, like, particularly good for us, but I mean, we can take it. Tier 2. We gotta do something like that. Like, are we going to... We're not going to get Pride Resonance shenanigans, yeah. We'll take Respite, sure. It's not, like, particularly good. Can we upgrade it? No, you can't. We can upgrade Smickle Myers, though. Like, not really something you really ever upgrade. But, I mean, that means it's a bit of a unique thing to do in a run like this. Where we're going bleed, we can't actively do that. Well, enemies have bleed, haste damage up, and offense level up. Sure thing, we'll take that. We could try doing more fusion. We could choose for, like... We don't have enough, like, tier 3 to choose for, like, a tier 4 or something, though. So, I think we're fine how we are. Oh, funny to see you here. I'll gladly take the muck. Since, you know, Pierce moment. But funny to see you since you're one of the possible bosses for this floor, so... You could have been, you know, in a different mirror world, maybe you would have been the boss we fought on the end of this floor. How zany is that? Cool. Still would really like Commemorative Coin, but there's not really a good way to force it, since it's status effectless. It's just we'd need to get it as like a random tier 3. Maybe I'll just do some random rerolls in the next shop or something. Because Commemorative Coin, really funny for ringsang, you know, making it so skill 2 can go multiple times a turn. A bit strong. Speaking of a skill 2, we're doing it twice here. Nice. He's got a little bit of offense level up, as he does. And that guy just bleeds to death. Cool. Bleed moment. Bleed gaming. Another event here. It's possible we get Brazen Bulls in one of these events, right? Then we get Commemorative Coin, would be nice. Pegatula fight, yeah. No shocker there, yeah. Definitely an odd arrangement, Pegatula, and don't know why we're fighting Pegatula, you know, in front of this background, but sure. That's fine. Not like it's actively, like, that big of a deal. That'll bleed, cool. Your skill 3, yeah. And just Vengeance should do pretty well here. These guys are weak to Pride. Yeah, nice. It's also 4 coins, so a solid bit of bleed. Yeah. The Stagger guys are probably going to bleed out next turn, especially since they're going to get Gossipiumed, right? I'm recording the big guy. Bit of an odd choice, but it does stagger, so we're solid. Yeah, that one just straight up exploded. Did they die to Voodoo Doll? I guess so, yeah. I didn't see how much HP they had, but I mean, it makes sense. Voodoo Dolls, you know, they're very scary. Very strong. Love you one that clashes those guys, yeah, sure. Might as well. Shouldn't make too big of a difference, because they're both very dead, no matter what, yeah. I just like to clash because it's funnier. Because it means they die to the bleed. Let's go. Okay, yeah, very, very weird floor arrangement to get, 3 events on a floor with, 5 nodes in the middle. Pretty funny. I'll take it, though, absolutely. Scarlet Moths, that's also potentially really good for us if ringsang ends up being the fastest. Sure. I'm fine if your sanity gets nuked, honestly. I'll take the 50 cost or whatever. Yeah, 50 cost for 30 SP. That's fine. It's a pretty decent trade-off, all things considered, if you are fine with getting SP up. And this is a fight where, like, obviously it'll be easy to get SP up, right? I also really like the Santata boss music. I don't know. Like, I joke about the generic, like, gnome music a lot, but that's because it's, like, weird. Like, I think the boss version is really good. I like this song a lot. It managed to be Christmassy while also being, like, boss music, right? Which is cool. Shame Santata's, like, barely ever present in Mirrored Engine, but I mean, that's how it goes. They didn't want to put him as the boss of his own floor because he'd be too easy. Yeah, that's my personal theory on the matter. Like, seriously, like, why is Santata not the boss of his own floor? Like, why is it just 4 waves of gnomes with, like, 1 manager gnome at the end? It's like, it's like the Heathcliff Dawn, like, fight that you get as the boss of the actual Miracle floor, instead of being the boss of the mid-chapter, right? Like, it's very perplexing still. Well, once again, it's the kind of thing people have already mentioned plenty of times. So that's fine. Yeah, Mercer's at max sanity, so the 50 cost for his sanity is a worthwhile trade. Okay. I'm gonna Sanguine Pointillism here. It might seem overkill to Sanguine Pointillism, but, like, keep in mind, being trigger Scarlet Moths against Santata next turn if we do it like this. Which sounds really funny, so I want to do it. It'll only be the first going to Sanguine Point. Yeah, it's not going to be actually that strong. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, it didn't trigger. Does not work between waves. I guess that makes enough sense. Well, that's fine. Like, we could... The gift sack weak, too. It's just, like, the same type of things, right? Yeah, okay. So we could fight this guy. We could just go on the gift sack. Actually, gift sack might be severable. Destructible. I mean, I guess we can just clash, right? Because then we, like, inflict bleed and stuff, and, that's, gonna work in our favor. Yeah. Might as well. Might as well get the bleed stackage going. Oh yeah, like this alone, like, yeah, you're already stacking up. We can't see your bleed number because your gift sack was covering it in your damage sprite. But just have you know that it's a bit of bleed. Yeah, you're very dead here, yeah. Like I say, Santata rarely lives much, like, at all. He usually lives, like, 2 turns, but yeah, he died to a combination of Scarlet Moths and Voodoo Doll. I think it's funnier to imagine Voodoo Doll killed him off, even though I didn't see the numbers, but it probably did not work out like that. We get a cutting knife now, more bleed, sure. Like, we really don't need more bleed, but it's still funny, so I'll take it. Illustrated Scanner Bones is a funny fight to go for. What else can we get, though? Not really anything else. I would have taken a Cassetti. As stupid as that sounds, it would have been really funny. Oh, we go Bleed Floor, actually. You know what? Let's go Bleed Floor. Why not? Bleed v Bleed. None of those actual Bleed avenues have, like, any sort of, like, safeguards against Bleed or anything. Okay. That's fine. That's very gentleman. Let's see, Dawn skill change? I'll do a Dawn skill change. It's not the biggest deal, that's for sure. That's also not the biggest deal against this boss. Oh, there's peace of relationship, you know, if we want to kill people even harder. And you know, I'm always down for murder. It's one of my favorite sayings. You know, murder, pretty chill. And you know who said that? That's right, Sun Tzu, once again. Always saying these zany things. Oh, yeah, Carpenter's Nail. Actually, that does do something for us, huh? I guess we can reorder our team a little bit to get some mileage from that. We just need to keep in mind. Can we get lucky? Carmilla, kind of late for it. Not that it's bad or anything, but I think we just press on here. It's possible Commemorative Coin is in one of those. But yeah, let's order our team really quick. Oh, no, like this. Cool. So you get that now. I still want Yisung to be one who gets multiple skill slots first, so I'm not going to give him the 1 pierce damage up, but it's nice to give it to Otis. It's something. It adds up. More damage is always nice, right? Yeah, this is a weird fight. I genuinely, like, didn't notice E.G.O for a second. I was like, oh, huh, one of them has 2 skill slots. Oh, it's E.G.O. It makes sense, like, don't get me wrong. Like, this was an elite note, I'm pretty sure, but this is not a E.G.O background, usually. This is, like, a pre-E.G.O background. E.G.O usually gets, like, the background to, like, either, like, the burning down town or the burning down mansion, right? So just seeing him in, like, the forest up to Cal, bit weird. That's fine, we'll kill him nonetheless. Actually, we're not clashing against him here. Which one are you doing? Great task will be done. Is this like the other E.G.O? I don't know. I feel like I never see him use that skill ever. Like, I don't know the last time I've seen him apply one fanatic to all allies. That's weird. Off like a lost skill that has like a 5 mineral and only a single coin. Yeah, that's strange. I very well could just be like forgetting something, but I'm pretty sure this is like the other E.G.O than the one you normally see in mirror dungeons, which is very funny. Bit off-putting, but also like not really a very big deal whatsoever, so not that off-putting. We're killing this guy. Cool. And he's dead. Nice. First aid kit, sure. Something could go horribly wrong, you never know. Maybe I'll grow overconfident or something. Oh, we're on Pierce Suite. Is that be Quad Town? Is Quad Town on this floor, I assume? Oh, it's Taikyu, guys. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. We're getting countered to Merso, so that's fine. And we're just ignoring the other counter entirely, so that's also nice. That guy died to the contract. Cool. Okay, yeah, we can clash everything here. And kill quite a few of them here, I do assume. Yeah. That's nice. Cool. Yeah, Taikyu are a little bit of a pushover. What makes me say that, you may wonder? It's because they're easy. They're very easy. They've got a weird gimmick going on with them. Like, where they were like, they're like the first enemy in the game of negative coins. Actually, I don't think that's true, because I think the first enemy in the game of negative coins was Doomsday Calendar, I want to say, had like a negative coin, like what's his Mass Effect negative or something? I don't know. I know like the Sinclair E.G.O's negative, so I might be mixing it up with that. One of the minions, or one of the minions probably was, if nothing else. Yeah, but like this is the first like actual like normal enemy of negative coins, and they do very little with it. It just can serve as a way to kind of like allow them to make a comeback when you kill all their allies and their SP goes down, right? And they've got like they're instead of sinking, they're just straight up SP reduction, which is an interesting idea. I mean, like, Dawn Fluid Sac Corrosion does that, right? Like, I think Corroded Fluid Sac is, like, what, like, negative 25 SP to all enemies hit? Which is a funny effect. That's for sure. Oh. Didn't mean to hit that. Yeah. Yisung's lost some sanity from these guys. Bit rude, but he's also going to win clashes and get it back very easily, right? Get kills and stuff. Oh, these guys are higher level than us. Okay. I mean, it makes sense. It's floor 4. Actually, no, they're the same level as us. No, they're lower level than us. Because we're level 50, because we've got the funny thing. Still got SP, I guess. Fair enough. Might have to do with this passive or something. I don't remember. Oh, yeah, he just earns SP from his passive, yeah. So it wasn't a level difference kill thingy going on there. That makes sense. Okay. I mean, I could fight this guy. That's for sure. I could. To get me, like, the other bleed tier 1 that does, like, nothing. Personally, I'll pass. I fought one event Abno, this time. That's more than I normally do. I usually just pass up on them. Okay. Well, I mean, at least it isn't Jun. It's an elite encounter, so I'm kind of surprised they wouldn't throw in Jun. But I guess that's for niceness, because people are really afraid of Jun. Yeah, kill these guys. Yeah. Give them, a taste of our wrath. Yeah, skill 3, the 30 HP staggered enemy, who I guess got staggered by Cliff Scarlet Moths probably, since they would have had to be staggered by that in order to actually will not be gossipiumed, right? So it adds up. There we go. Cool. On to the final shop, where we'll roll for competitive coins, see if we can get lucky on that front, but I'm also not too concerned. Otis skill change? I'll take an Otis skill change, sure. Funny. Oh, I'll take Red Stain Gossipium and like a Bloody Gadget. I mean, yeah, that's good enough, I think. Refresh, is there anything else good? No, okay. We can sell some things, though. Like, I don't really think I need healing. Really hope I'm not about to, like, lose someone to Fairy Long Legs. Would be quite a pitiful way to go down, right? We'll do that, sure. I was thinking about doing Red Stain Gossipium, but then I realized, I mean, it might be funnier to do it like that instead. And yeah, don't have enough cost to anything else. Cool. That'll work. Some of our people are actually a little low. Since we're only running 4 people, we were taking, one-sided hits here and there, but if we lose someone, I mean, just gotta live with it, right? Gotta live with your mistakes or something, as they say. You don't have a lot of coins, so you're, like, kind of resistant to bleed in that sense, but on the other hand, like, we're still gonna inflict a lot of bleed on you really fast. So I don't think it'll help you out that much. Still gonna be taking a lot of damage, yeah. Nice. Don't quite take you down there, but that's fine. Because we can just keep on clashing you. And keep on clashing you. And also throw in, you know, same point as some hematic coloring just for good luck. Yeah, good lucks. Good lucksies. Yeah, your arm's been staggered, so there's no actual bleed damage coming for you right now. That's fine. We'll be able to do more next turn. Yeah, you should just bleed out here. You're not going for, like, a lot of attacks that do too much for you, but there's enough. Can we lose any of these? No, the Gaussipium, right? Your attack power is so low that there's no odds that you lose, like, any of these. Or that you win any of these, I mean to say. Because that could be nice for, like, damage dealing, because then you'd be able to take more bleed damage, at least a little bit more. But you're very dead here anyways, I just wanted the style points and was considering it for that purpose. Yeah, I think Just Vengeance just kills here, right? Yeah, definitely. Cool. Well, there we go. He's a bit of a pushover. It's not really new information. He's barely got a gimmick. His gimmick is that he debuffs himself, and you can remove his debuff if you want. Clover. Which is a tour de force we have produced, yeah. That's for sure. You've caused, like, a ferryman to, like, lose unbelievable amounts of blood. If that's not art, I don't know what is. Cool. 1575. That's gonna be, like, almost the max level we get for the entire season, right? Because tomorrow I'm going to do a Mirror Dungeon hard run, and I'll get, like, the dailies, but I think that my final level for the season is going to be 1576. Yeah, looks like it. Okay. That's cool. But yeah, I figured I'd, you know, use some ring stuff. We're probably getting more bleed stuff this season, so don't be surprised if you end up seeing more Ring Yi-Song sometime down the line in Season 5, but, I mean, he's just too good not to use sometimes, right? But anyways, that'll be all for this time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!